Wyatt Kelce's viral moment sticking her tongue out at Travis during the New Heights podcast became internet gold. But when Jason told Travis, "You're becoming a father figure to her," Travis got emotional in a way he never expected. When a simple podcast moment went viral, it revealed something deeper about family bonds. The Wednesday afternoon in Travis Kelce's Kansas City home felt surreal. It was March 11th, 2026, and Travis was staring at his phone screen in complete disbelief. The New Heights podcast episode had only been live for 18 hours, but one 10-second clip had somehow broken the internet. It had started as just another Wednesday recording. Jason was in Philadelphia, Travis in Kansas City, both settling into their usual rhythm when Wyatt had wandered into Jason's home setup. Travis had spotted his 6-year-old niece appearing behind Jason on screen and called it out with a laugh. That's when it happened. Wyatt, seeing her Uncle Travis's face on the computer screen, had immediately stuck her tongue out at him with pure 6-year-old mischief. Without missing a beat, Travis had done the same thing right back, even putting his hands on either side of his head, wiggling them up and down while making the most ridiculous face he could manage. Jason had burst out laughing. "Great comedic timing, kiddo." The whole interaction lasted maybe 10 seconds, but those 10 seconds had captured something magical. The podcast team posted the clip on TikTok with the caption, "This parenting moment was too damn funny, loudly crying face pile of poo," and it had exploded overnight. Travis scrolled through the numbers. 586,000 likes and climbing, 1,031 comments, and shares across every platform. His mentions were going crazy. His doorbell rang, pulling him away from the chaos on his phone. Travis opened the door to find Jason standing there with a coffee tray and a knowing smirk. "Thought I'd come celebrate our newfound internet fame," Jason said, stepping inside. "Kylie's handling homework duty with the girls, so I figured we could actually have a conversation without someone photobombing us. Unless you're planning to recreate the viral moment," Travis said, accepting one of the coffees. "Because apparently that's our brand now." They settled into Travis's living room, and Jason immediately pulled out his phone. "Dude, have you actually read through these comments? Some of them are hitting different." Travis shook his head. "I've seen enough to know that apparently I have dad energy according to the internet." "Yeah, about that," Jason said, his tone shifting slightly more serious. "That's actually why I wanted to come talk to you." Travis looked up from his coffee. There was something in Jason's voice that suggested this wasn't going to be just another brother roasting session. "What do you mean?" Jason scrolled through his phone and read aloud. The way he immediately matched her energy shows he really sees her as a person, not just a kid to tolerate. He looked up at Travis. And this one, future dad of the year vibes. He didn't even hesitate. People are reading way too much into a silly moment. "Are they?" Jason set down his phone and leaned forward. "Travis, I don't think you realize what's been happening between you and Wyatt over the past year." "What do you mean?" "We hang out. I'm her uncle. She's my favorite niece. She's your only niece. She's still my favorite." Jason smiled, but there was something deeper in his expression. "That's just it, man. You say I'm her uncle like it's just a title, but Travis, you're becoming something more than that to her." The words hit Travis unexpectedly. "What are you talking about?" "I'm talking about the way she lights up when she hears your voice on FaceTime. I'm talking about how she asks about Uncle Travis constantly. When you're around, she gravitates toward you like you're her safe space." Travis felt something shift in his chest, but he wasn't sure what it was. "Jason, I'm just being a good uncle." "No, you're being more than that." Jason's voice was gentle but firm. "And that video that went viral? It wasn't just cute uncle-niece banter. It was a little girl who's so comfortable with you that she can be completely herself, and a man who responds to her with the same instinct and love that a father would." Travis set down his coffee, feeling the weight of Jason's words. "You think I'm overstepping?" "Hell no," Jason said quickly. "I think you're doing exactly what she needs. But I also think you need to understand what role you're actually playing in her life." Travis was quiet for a moment. "What do you mean?" Jason ran his hand through his hair, choosing his words carefully. "Wyatt has me as her dad, and she has Kylie as her mom, and that foundation is solid. But Travis, you represent something different to her. You're the guy who shows up and makes everything more fun. You're the one who gets down on her level and plays like you have all the time in the world. That's just being an uncle. Is it? Jason leaned forward. When's the last time you saw another adult engage with a kid the way you do with her? Most people humor kids. You actually enjoy her company. Travis felt his throat tighten slightly. Of course I enjoy her company. She's amazing. Exactly. And she knows that you think she's amazing. Do you know how powerful that is for a kid? To have an adult in their life who genuinely lights up when they walk into the room. Travis looked out the window, thinking about all the times Wyatt had wanted to show him a drawing, or tell him about something that happened at school, or just sit next to him while he watched football. He'd always thought he was just being polite. But it's not just about her, Jason continued. It's about you too. When you're with her, you're different. You're lighter. You laugh more. You're not worried about image or cameras or any of that stuff. You're just Travis. What are you saying? I'm saying that little girl has been teaching you how to be a dad without you even realizing it. The words hung in the air between them. Travis felt something crack open in his chest. Jason, and here's the thing, Jason said, his voice taking on a weight Travis had rarely heard before. You're not just her uncle, Travis. You're part of her foundation. You're one of the people she's going to measure other men against for the rest of her life. Travis felt his eyes starting to burn. I never thought about it like that. I know you didn't. That's what makes you good at it. You're not trying to be anything other than yourself with her, and yourself happens to be exactly what she needs. What does she need? Jason's expression softened. She needs someone who thinks she's hilarious when she sticks her tongue out during a podcast. She needs someone who will get down on her level and be silly right back. She needs someone who shows her that men can be safe and fun and completely devoted to the people they love. Travis wiped at his eyes, feeling overwhelmed by the realization of how much responsibility he'd been carrying without knowing it. I don't want to mess this up. You won't. You know why? Because you're not trying to be anyone else. You're being Uncle Travis, and that's exactly what she needs you to be. They sat in silence for a moment, both processing the weight of the conversation. Can I tell you something? Jason asked. Something I've been thinking about for a while. Travis nodded. When you and Taylor got engaged, Kylie and I talked about what it would mean for the kids. Not just Wyatt, but all the girls. And we realized that they're going to grow up watching their Uncle Travis love their Aunt Taylor, watching how you treat her, how you prioritize family. Travis felt his chest tighten. They're going to see what a good marriage looks like through you too. They're going to understand that real men are gentle and silly and completely devoted to their families. That's not just uncle stuff, Travis. That's modeling what they should expect from the men in their lives. That's a lot of pressure. It's not pressure. It's privilege. Jason's voice was firm. You get to be one of the people who helps shape how those little girls see the world. And based on how Wyatt reacts to you, you're doing an incredible job. Travis's phone buzzed with a FaceTime call. Taylor's name appeared on the screen, and he quickly wiped his eyes before answering. Hey, babe, he said, trying to sound normal. Hi. Oh my God, Travis, have you seen the reaction to that Wyatt clip? My timeline is full of people melting over your dad energy. Taylor's face was bright with excitement. Wait, are you okay? You look emotional. Jason leaned into the frame. I was just telling him what an amazing uncle he is. Oh. Taylor's expression immediately softened. Oh, Travis, you really are. Watching you with her in that video, it made me so happy. Really. The way you didn't even hesitate to match her energy. The way you made her feel like the funniest person in the world for sticking her tongue out. That's exactly the kind of dad energy that made me fall in love with you even more. Travis felt his heart completely overflow. I love you. I love you too. Both of you. Taylor's smile was radiant through the screen. Now stop crying and go read the comments. People are absolutely losing their minds over how good you are with kids. After they hung up, Jason pulled up the TikTok clip one more time. You know what the best part is? Jason said, What? She wasn't performing for the camera. That was just Wyatt being completely herself around you, and you responding with pure instinct. That's why it's going viral. People recognize real love when they see it. Travis watched himself making ridiculous faces at his niece and felt something settle into place in his heart. I want to be the best uncle I can be. You already are. And you're going to be an incredible father. How do you know? Jason pointed at the screen where the video was playing again. Because that little girl trusts you enough to be completely goofy around you. And trust like that, it's not something you can fake. It's something you earn by being exactly who you are, consistently, over time. Travis looked at his phone, where notifications were still pouring in. Comments, shares, mentions. But one comment caught his eye, posted just minutes ago from Taylor's verified account. Can't wait for our kids to have Uncle Travis energy 2 hearts. Travis showed the comment to Jason, who started grinning. Did Taylor just soft launch baby plans on TikTok? I think she just announced that she's already thinking about what kind of dad I'm going to be. Good, because whether you realize it or not, that little girl has been your practice round, and you're acing it. As Jason prepared to drive back to Philadelphia, he paused at the door. Travis, can I say one more thing? Always. That viral moment today, it's going to be one of those family memories we talk about forever, but it's also going to be something Wyatt remembers about you when she's older. She's going to remember that her Uncle Travis always saw her, always played with her, always made her feel important. Travis felt tears threatening again. That means everything to me. It should, because you're not just practicing to be a father, Travis. You're already being one of the most important men in that little girl's life. And when you have kids with Taylor, Wyatt's going to help them understand what it means to be part of this family. After Jason left, Travis sat in his quiet house, scrolling through the endless stream of reactions to their viral moment. But instead of reading comments, he found himself thinking about Wyatt's laugh, the way she'd immediately known he'd play along with her silly moment, the trust in her eyes when she looked at him. He thought about Taylor's comment about their future kids, about the family they'd build together, about the foundation Jason said he was helping to create for Wyatt. Travis opened TikTok and typed a simple comment on their viral video. Being Wyatt's uncle is the best job I've ever had. Can't wait to embarrass my own kids this much someday, faced with tears of joy red heart. The comment got 15,000 likes in 10 minutes. But more importantly, 20 minutes later, his phone buzzed with a text from Jason. Wyatt saw your comment. She wants you to know that you're her favorite uncle, and she can't wait to teach your babies how to stick their tongues out properly. Travis laughed through the tears that were definitely coming again, understanding now exactly what Jason had been trying to tell him. This wasn't just about being an uncle. This was about being someone a little girl could count on to see her, love her, and be completely himself with her. This was about practicing for the most important job he'd ever have. And Travis Kelce, future father, was exactly where he was supposed to be.